Okay, I'm a little bit miffed right now because I was tag teamed by two Mormons on someone else's channel. Now, because I'm on someone else's channel, I don't want to disrespect his channel. And when the other person who is attacking me with verbal abuse is best buds with the guy who runs the channel, hold on. Sorry. I'm sort of at a disadvantage because I can't defend myself by stopping the abuser uh, and by simply hiding him from my channel. It's on somebody else's channel, and so they're able to escalate and intensify their abuse against me. Uh, the channel was LDS Watchman. Now, I clicked on his video and didn't hear anything about connections to the church. It was all connections to Trump. Trump. Sorry. And so I made the comment, hey, there's been some signs that also have corresponded with church events that have occurred, in particular deaths. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And I wanted to share, and if anybody wanted to discuss, that would be fine too. However, the channel owner said, I only talk about government stuff. Samuel the Lamanite is my partner who does religious stuff on his channel. And so, okay. And I responded, got it. Your government, Samuel the Lamanite, is religion. Harmless. Civil dialogue. It was his channel. I was being respectful. And so, Mormons, this is your problem. You are very, very paranoid about anybody talking about the church. Paranoid. When new people come around, you put on your defenses and you refuse to let them in. And this is bad for you guys. You know, this is what Brigham Young instilled in you. When Brigham Young took Mormons to Utah, or Deseret originally, he banned Mormons from corresponding and dealing with the rest of the world. And so there was no missionary work that was being performed. It was, we are living in our own nation now. And so Mormons were taught to fear outsiders and outsiders' ways. And this fear and paranoia has continued to this very day. And Utah Mormons are a completely different mindset than outside Mormons. And so, yeah, there used to be the contention between California Mormons and Utah Mormons. As a kid, families would come back from vacation to Utah, and my peers would tell me about how they were abused at church in Utah while they were visiting. And I didn't think anything of it. You know, that was them. I didn't see what happened or hear what happened. I just had the one-sided view of it. And when I'd go to, especially for youth and Ricks, and communicate with Utahns, yeah, they actually are. You know, it's unbelievable. Because when you try to point out something that you do that goes against the standards of Utah, they unleash the hounds, so to speak, and they make you feel as if you are guilty of sin. You're violating God's law and rebelling against God and sinning and all this sorts of stuff, and that's not good, Mormons. Because first you have to make sure that you're right before you condemn others. And of course you obviously believe you're right, and so that's why you condemn others. But you forget the doctrine. There are other kingdoms of glory. So if you believe you're elitist and going to the celestial kingdom, you don't condemn others for not being elitist like you. Because remember, there are other kingdoms in the afterlife. So if your family member, if other Mormons, if your neighbors don't want to be extreme and fanatical like you, that's okay. What one thing is not to be tolerated is abuse. And I'm not putting up with abuse anymore. And so Mormons, when you condemn others, that's abuse. When you put a thumbs down on my video, that's abuse. When you comment an abusive word, you know, I've had it. A Mormon woman called me a libtard. That's abuse. When people insult me, that's abuse. When people throw out feelings, opinions, beliefs that I am a horrible person, that I'm wrong, that's abuse. There's a difference between an opinion versus a fact. Opinions are not facts. They're just opinions, and as such, they're worthless. They have no value. But a fact has value because it is real. It's tangible. And so when you guys push your feelings, your opinions, your beliefs, your faith, which is the same as belief when translated correctly, it's not separate than belief, you are telling the rest of us that we're wrong. That's abuse. If you have knowledge from evidence, having facts, and you present those facts, you present the evidence, that's not abuse. Even if it goes against the church, even if it goes against the members, that's not abuse. So when I get on my video and I give you the fact that Brigham Young himself declared over the pulpit of conference in Deseret, and declared polygamy, declared racism, no more priesthood for blacks, declared murder by putting in the temple text that people who violate their covenant must kill themselves in order to be saved in the celestial kingdom, completely forgetting about these other two kingdoms to go to. Those are facts about Brigham Young. That's the church you're in. It is a fact that he also got up in general conference and announced that Adam was Heavenly Father. Fact. So if people come out decades after the event and are trying to claim their opinion, their feeling, their belief, their faith, that Brigham Young was a true prophet of God, and that God allowed for sexism, racism, murder, changing the identity of God himself, don't expect me to believe you. And if you're just going to say, oh, we can agree to disagree. No, I will not agree to your opinions as fact. Your opinions are not fact. The facts are what you must agree to. We cannot communicate with each other if we cannot come to an understanding of what a fact is between what an opinion is. We can't have a dialogue. We can't have a discussion. And that's what you're seeing with the government. Trump will not end the shutdown until he gets the Democrats to agree to a bill that gives money specifically for a wall. And that won't end there, because Trump now controls Congress if Congress gives in. It's no longer a check and balance in the government. And likewise in the church, I cannot allow Mormons to bully me, to abuse me, because if I give in, they keep doing it. And I will be forced, under those conditions, to change reality according to what they tell me it is. I did a video on the statistics of the church and how the statistics alone confirm the church is collapsing. Those are the facts. They come from the church. So for me to inform you of the church's own stats is not me abusing the church. It is not my opinion. It is the facts. And so LDS Watchmen will most likely ban me because I concluded with a comment saying I will stand up against abusers. I will not allow myself to be abused. So that's fine. If he doesn't want new people coming to his site participating on his video, which is why he allows people to comment. But as we see, he wants people to comment the way he wants them to comment. Anybody with new ideas, he doesn't want it. And he uses others to do that for him, so that he then can come down with the gauntlet and ban the person who is new, who wants to participate. That's what it's like in Utah. Welcome to Utah, now go home. It isn't life elevated. It's welcome to Utah, now go home. This is our land. We don't want newcomers, outsiders in it. So, yeah, I'm a little miffed right now. So, don't come onto my channel just so that you can be a bully. And I still see it. I still see members putting thumbs down. Because you can do it in private. Nobody will know who you are. But you know who you are. And you know you're in the wrong. You cannot bully other people. You cannot abuse other people, physically or verbally. And like the other video I did, there is no freedom of speech for hate speech. Because if you allow hate speech, if you allow people to abuse others, then those abusers, those haters, are silencing the free speech of others. And thus, hate speech, abusive speech, is not free speech. It is a crime. So Mormons, you need to cut it out. You need to get over yourselves and this elitist attitude that you have. I was born and raised Mormon with parents who had this elitist behavior. I saw the abuses that resulted on others, and I wanted no part of it. I wanted no part of my family. If they go to the celestial kingdom, I want to go elsewhere. And so, yeah, this is it, people. This is the last days. The abuse will stop.